What's up, nation? Really appreciate you all. Thank you all for tuning in. I really think that sports opinions are a crucial thing to anybody's network. I think that a lot of people use sports opinion to control their narrative. And opinions are opinions, It's just like a navel, everybody got one, right? But we look at sports opinion, and a lot of times the validation part of it comes from certain collective people as relates to networks that they or platforms that they sit on. And nothing wrong with that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and that's just how it goes from the beginning of time. However, we can look at players from A to Z, and we can say to ourselves, just maybe, if this person win this game, this pivotal game, it would change the opinions of the massive, and it will put out another narrative. But when a person have their mind set up to a certain player skill set, it's hard, to change that thing. I think that pivotal games, pivotal moments, being able to overcome speaks volumes of that particular player. Although the sports that we tend to follow are team situational sports. I think the basketball sports, like Michael Jordan, he had to overcome the Detroit Pistons, you see. He had to figure out a way to beat them, and he had to figure out ways to get over the hump with them. And then on top of that, he had his battles with the Celtics going into this luxurious career. And when you think about Steve Young, remember, it was like he had to fill in the shoes for Joe Montana. It's just so many things. And this is just teams that's outside of my beloved team, the Dallas Cowboys. It's been 25 years since we won anything importantly, right? And one can argue that, like I said, and I've been echoing this for a couple of days now, one can argue that Jerry Wayne Jones' first proven head coach was Bill Parcells. Proven, I'm talking about proven. The second proven head coach is Mike McCarthy. Jimmy Johnson was a guy that he pulled from the college situation, and it worked out, and it happened for us to win 2 Super Bowls ultimately with Jimmy Johnson. And then with his philosophy, with his players, we was able to squeeze in Barry Switzer once Barry Switzer signed and once Jimmy Johnson left or what have you, of course, because of obvious reasons, right? We were able to win another Super Bowl after a disappointed year. We lost the game to the 49ers, then we won the next year or what have you. You know how that goes. But what I'm trying to say is that the narrative of Dak Prescott only getting garbage or time stats, his numbers are looking great, it hit me. Are the Cowboys the only team that played during garbage time? Is his stats all the only stats that's calculated in garbage time? Are the other teams don't play in garbage time? If so, why are their numbers not great in garbage time? And we go back and forth with the narrative speak. And a lot of people think that, hey, Law, you only like Dak Prescott because you love him. You see, you love him as a person. You love him as a brother. You love him as a guy from Mississippi. You love him because he played for Mississippi State. Law, you're biased with the situation. No, I'm just looking at it from a different perspective. If Mike McCarthy sees some type of potential in Dak Prescott, then he need to roll with it. Now, if Mike McCarthy sees and has some reservations on it, Mike McCarthy is a quarterback whisperer. Shouldn't he be able to elevate Cooper Rush? Shouldn't Cooper Rush step up too? So we got so many variables in this situation. Now, I do believe that the Dallas Cowboys should, it's an operative word, should, go out there and grab a veteran quarterback to put some fire under Dak Prescott. Not saying that he's not worth it or what have you, but I'm thinking that they should do. Now, when you look at it from these angles, as it relates to the Cowboys collectively speaking, should the Cowboys draft a quarterback? Maybe, just maybe. I think in Green Bay land, I think they drafted a quarterback every other year or something like that. Also, I think the Patriots did that philosophy, and I think that the 49ers did it before as well. So I'm not going to shun that. I'm not going to shoot that off and say, no, Cowboys should never do that. You always try to better your best. And on top of that, whatever your draft board is, stay true to your draft board. best player available. Don't go and look for, oh, we need, because team needs for fool around getting you somebody that probably will not start, you see. Draft best player available, and on top of that, find a veteran quarterback to put into the system, but sit back and relax. I think that Mike McCarthy knows what he's doing with Dak Prescott. I think that he sees something that a lot of haters don't see, right? But neither here nor there. This is what I want to be able to get out to you all on that particular topic. If you like this channel, hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Let's go.